Today we're going to talk about the color wheel, and the color wheel is very important for artists. So it's a way to organize colors in a wheel that helps artists decide what colors look well together, what colors mix well together, what color families go together, and it all starts with this very basic color wheel. So one thing you will notice is that even if my wheel turns, the order of my colors do not change. So the colors in the color wheel are a lot like the rainbow. And if you remember the acronym for the rainbow, it is Roy, G, Biv. And we're not putting the I for the color wheel. So each letter stands for a color in the rainbow, and in this case, each letter stands for a color in the color wheel. So R, you guessed it, is red, O is orange, Y for yellow, G for green, B for blue, and V for violet or purple. This is the basic color wheel. Now let's talk about how we can make a color wheel, and we're going to take this just a step further by including another circle around it for the tertiary colors. So we're going to talk about primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. And it sounds a lot like Spanish. Primary sounds like primero, secondary sounds like segundo, and tertiary sounds like tercero because they are first, second, and third. So to begin, you are going to draw a circle, and you can either trace a cup or a plate or a circle to begin drawing your color wheel. I am going to put an X right in the middle, and then right across that X, I am going to make a horizontal line connecting to the center, and I'm going to continue going. Okay, so we're going to begin with the primary colors. So the primary colors are the first colors, red, yellow, and blue. So I'm going to begin by coloring red, yellow, and blue for the primary colors. Red, yellow, and blue are the primary colors because they come first. With these three colors, you can make just about any other color you want, and I'm going to show you. Now, notice how there is a blank space in between the primary colors. I'm going to show you what happens when you take red and yellow and you mix it to get a second color, the secondary colors. So these spots in between are called secondary colors. Now, if I mix red and yellow, I will get orange. And I could pick up an orange crayon and color it in, but what I want to show you is what happens when I take the red and the yellow and mix it and make orange. I'm also going to do the same for green. If I take yellow and blue, I will get green. So I will mix yellow and blue and I will make green. For purple, I am going to mix red and blue and I will get purple. And again, like I said, I could take the purple crayon and the green crayon, and I can take the orange crayon and fill it in, but I'm not going to do that. I want to show you how you can make new colors with just the primary colors. So as you can see, I took the red and the yellow primary colors to give me a secondary color, orange. I took the yellow and blue primary colors and mixed them to get the secondary color, green. And I took red and blue over here, primary colors, to make a secondary color of purple. Okay, now I want to show you tertiary colors. So tertiary colors are the third colors. That's what happens when I mix yellow and orange together, I get a yellow orange. When I mix yellow and green together, I get a yellowy green. When I mix green and blue, a green blue. When I mix blue and violet, I get blue violet. When I mix violet and red, I get a red violet, and so on. So sometimes in your crayon box, you might actually even see tertiary colors. This one says violet red. So that is violet mixed with red. If you see a yellow green, that is the primary yellow and the secondary green to give me a yellow green. So some of your crayon boxes might already have that. Here is a blue green. Blue is a primary color, green is a secondary. Together they give me a blue green, a tertiary color. So to do that, I am going to make a line in between each color, and I'm going to make a bigger circle around my basic color wheel. So I'm going to make a bigger circle, and this circle, boys and girls, once you understand how you can mix colors, this circle can get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So we're just going to make it to the tertiary colors. So in between each color, I am going to make a line. So right in the center of my orange, I'm going to do a line right in the center. In the center of my yellow, I'm going to do a line. In the center of my green, in the center of my blue, in the center of my purple, and in the center of my red. So what I'm going to do here is I will mix red and orange, and it will give me a red-orange, the tertiary color. When I mix this primary and secondary, it gives me a third color. It's going to give me a yellow-orange. So it's primary, secondary, and now it's going to be the tertiary colors. Now there you have the primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. The secondary colors, orange, green, and violet. And then the tertiary colors, which is yellow-orange, yellow-green, green-blue, blue-violet, violet-red, and red-orange. Now that we've done it in crayon, I also want to show how you can do it with watercolor or any paint for that matter. I want you to really get into the habit of creating your own colors and mixing your own colors. So if you don't have a particular color, now you're going to know how to make it. And this works with pretty much any art medium except for maybe markers. Markers do not blend or mix as well. But we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to create first the primary colors, and then the secondary colors, and then the tertiary colors. And I am going to blend it right here on my palette next to my watercolors. So now that we have learned all about the color wheel, let's go over it one more time. So these colors are actually color families. So we have primary colors, they are the first colors, and they can be mixed in different ways to make all of the other colors except for white. They are red, yellow, and blue. The secondary colors come second, and they are made by mixing two primary colors. So for example, red and yellow will give me orange, red and blue will give me violet, yellow and blue will give me green. And then there is tertiary colors, and these colors come third, and they are made by mixing a primary and secondary color together. So red and orange will give me a red-orange, yellow and green will give me a yellow-green, blue-purple will give me a blue-purple, and so forth. And then there is Roy G. Biv. So Roy G. Biv is the acronym used to understand the order of the colors in the color wheel. So the R stands for red, O orange, Y yellow, G green, B blue, V violet.